Well, we can show you the list. This is the list that police officers, Greg Allen, the police chief, released to us, and it includes the names of the 22. And I want to tell you that actually 8 of those, he had that error on his own paper, but it's actually 8 who are from Mexico. 1 is a German national, 13 are from the U.S., and 1 is undetermined. Now, what's startling about this is that one who is unknown or undetermined is a 15-year-old. He's a 15-year-old boy, Javier Rodriguez. They do not know if he's either from Mexico or from the U.S., but that came on this list right here. We got some new startling information. I had the opportunity to talk to a police officer, a 31-year veteran with El Paso Police, who did not want his name used and did not want to go on camera, but he came face to face with the alleged killer. He tells me that once that person was taken into custody, 21-year-old Patrick Crucius, that he was able to face him, go eye to eye with him, and he tells me that in his 31 years on the police force, he has never come face to face with evil the way that he did that one day that he was arrested. He was arrested Saturday. And so he tells me that his eyes were glossy, that he was lost, that he looked lost, that he had absolutely no remorse. All he did was was arrested and was put into the back of a station car, and then he was taken into custody back then. But very startling information. We also heard some more information from the police chief himself, letting us know exactly the point from he left Allen, Texas, to when he got to El Paso. Let's listen.
The Del Sol ICU nurses have been amazing. At most times, there have been 2 or 3 nurses at the bedside. The wounds that the patients have received have been devastating, consistent with what has been reported as a high-velocity gunshot wound.
He took about 10 to 11 hours traveling from Allen, Texas to El Paso. As soon as he got here, he was lost in the neighborhood. After that, he found his way to the Walmart because we understand he was hungry, and that's about as far as I can go without getting into too much detail.
Understandably enough, he cannot release too much information by virtue of the fact that it's an ongoing investigation. But as you well know, it's just very, very sad. We heard from the doctor who has had to deal with all the deaths, the people who died over at Del Sol. As a matter of fact, that doctor, Stephen Flaherty, he was the one who told us that the number of dead had gone up from 20 to 22. As you can imagine, he was very shaken, very emotional. As for the police chief, he's still dealing with this right now. He's telling us that right now the cars that are at the crime scene have not yet been released, but they will let us know precisely when they are released, so some of the owners of those vehicles can come and pick them up. For now, we're live in the Northeast. Saul Saenz, ABC 7.
Yeah, Saul, we're learning so much new information minute by minute, hour by hour each of these days, and we continue to follow more breaking news. This morning, officials from Del Sol Medical Center confirmed that 2 of their patients did die, what Saul was just alluding to, taking that death toll from 20 up to 22 as of the time of the news conference this morning. 2 patients have been released. 1 was transferred, 5 are in stable condition, and 1 more is in critical condition. You saw the emotion from Dr. Flaherty when he had to make that announcement that 2 of the patients had died.